Red Edition, welcome. Happy day. Jack, he goes to see his best friend Mike, and he says, I'm sleeping with the minister's wife. Can you please keep him back in church for at least 1 hour after the church service? Will you do that for me? You're my friend. And Mike, he said, I don't like it, but you are my friend, so I got to tell you, I'll do it, but it's under duress. After the service, Mike, he goes over and he sees a minister, and he starts talking with him, and he asks him all sorts of stupid questions just to keep him occupied, right? I mean, he's got to do this for at least an hour, and he's thinking, my friend, he's kind of aggressive, maybe I'll do it for 2 hours, don't you know? Finally, the minister gets annoyed, and he says to Mike, what are you up to? Why are you doing this? And Mike, you know, he's feeling so guilty, he finally confesses to the minister, my friend is sleeping with your wife, and he's doing that right now as we speak, so he asked me to keep you occupied. The minister thinks for a very long minute, and then he smiles, and he puts his hand on Mike's shoulder, and he says, you better hurry home, Mike, my wife died a year ago. You got it? Okay, let's go on to the next one here in Trenton, New Jersey. There's a school teacher there. He's finally been allowed to keep his job. The school said, you're fired. You've been late 111 times over the course of the last 2 years. We pay you this outrageous salary, $92,000 a year, and you never show up. And the guy says, well, I have a terrible habit. I eat breakfast every morning. Duh, and this is a teacher, are you with me? And finally they said, you're fired, go away. He went to the union said, you can't fire him because he has his breakfast. I guess he's the only guy alive that ever has had breakfast. You know what? At any event, he's still working there. It's important now to know that everybody, I'm talking specifically about Canada because they say there that, you know, we can't have guns, we got to have gun control. Very important to note that everybody in Canada actually does believe in gun rights. The only question is, who has those rights? I mean, the criminals, they have the right, the police have the right, the Brinks drivers have the right. It's just the good guys, the guys that are legal, the guys that pass the test and have never committed a crime, they have no rights. You got to put that in perspective. If you got that under control now, give that a couple of thinkings and thoughts. If guns were bad, whatever happened to the MPs that are liberal in Canada? I mean, hand to man, bring your guns. A lot of them actually have guns because when they're talking about gun control, they always somehow, I don't know, they delete themselves for the conversation. They think it's about everybody else and not about me. Take guns away from everybody. But not mine. How dare you? Tea Party patriots. You know, recently they've announced that they have Donald Trump and Senator Cruz and Glenn Beck and several other people talking at this rally that they put on. It's a huge rally, and that's what they do. Every province needs a Tea Party equivalent, I got to tell you, because politicians, they're elected, but they don't seem to do the job. They just talk to one another. The Tea Party, I know quite a few of the people there. Wild Bill for America. Hey, Bill, he was a big part of that when it started, and so many people said, what are you people? You call yourself a party? Tea? What's that got to do with anything? With a cup of tea? and who are you? They're well funded. They're not a party as such, but they influence. They have huge influence, and they influence people all of the time, and Canada needs the equivalent of that, certainly federally, but also provincially. Just sharing with you. Y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.